to do this video, I figured do it now on a Sunday. So, for the past couple of weeks, you may have seen me creating this design using these two boxes. I called it the well, I wanted to say that it's done. It's set. Hi. Oh, yeah, I had to fix something. I wasn't quite sure if this is working. I have a little issues with my stream. Hold on. Let me make sure this is working. Issues with my stream. Hold on. Let me make sure this is working. Ah, it's working. Anyways, yeah, so for those on TikTok, thanks for joining. Just bear with me for a second. So like I said, for the past couple of weeks, I've been working on a design called the corner ring. I sent out the printout to take a look at it, and I was hoping it said it was going to come in on Tuesday, and I was going to do a stream on Saturday, but since I got it early, I wanted to show you what the printout looked like. Now, for those of you on TikTok, I am going to show you the file so that you can take a look at it. Let me just open up. I just want to make sure before we do anything. I just want to make sure everything is working. And whatnot, so that I could see if there's any issues. Just bear in mind, I'm still, here we go. Still a little new to this. So I'm trying to look at it, like do the editing part on my stream. Alright, let me just change this way. Whatnot, bring it out to here. Perfect. I gotta figure this out. Anyways, yeah. So the corner ring was something I did that was based off of what was going on today in this political environment with everything going on, where you have a group of people who wants to revert back to the past, and a lot of people saying, no, we want to go back to the future. We want to go forward, move forward, more inclusion. We are here helping, we want to help people and everything else. So that's how we are setting it up. So I want to show the reveal of Fighting Against Hate. I'm going to put it on here for those on TikTok. Just opening up the file now. And then I wanted to show those of you from home what it actually looks like. So this, wrong, my bad. Actually, I had it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So that's the color work I did in Photoshop. Now, I have it backwards. This is it here. Fight Against Hate, the corner ring. As you can see, we have about two fighters. We have the one on the left who is fighting for the future, and then we have the one on the right who is fighting for the past. Now the printout was done on semi-gloss paper, which is actually pretty good. It's 40 by 20, 41 by 30, roughly. It's actually pretty good. I actually had to make a slight adjustment to the file so that it because of how I had the name done, Let me show you on the screen so you can take a good look at it to see it. Right? So, and let me just zoom in here so you can take a look at it. So this is it here. I want to zoom in on this part here. Right? Here we have our fighter who's fighting for the future. Of course, he's a brother man from the 5th floor or the 6th floor. As you can see, he has tattoos. A lot of the tattoos some of us may know, like Juneteenth. That's Black freedom, where we have our for Black history, for freedom from slavery and everything else. Selma 65, that's showing the when we did the crossing at the Selma Bridge, on the bridge, and there was a huge fight there. I put in some dates of names like Trayvon Martin and Emmett Till. And, you know, I also have some bloody hands here. So I wanted to show like it was a bare knuckle fight. He has some scrapes and bruises here and everything else, which depicts the fight that was going on. This is actually the first illustration piece I did where it's called the grayscale period with a touch of color. So a lot of artwork that I'm doing this year is going to be in a grayscale period, and you'll have a little bit of blood in there. And here he is fighting for the future. Also, you know, you're probably wondering, what's TNT Posse? Well, I'm of Trinidadian descent, and you know, I wanted to put a little bit of my background and history back in there also. Now we move over to the left side. Clearly here you can see this is the guy who wanted to fight for his past. Now there are some symbolism here that you may, oops, that's too much, that you may see that I didn't really want to show too much, because clearly you can probably tell what this is. You can probably tell what that is. This here was is supposed to say support or for the, remember the 6th, so January 6th. Here was going to say something else, but you know, talking with Arlie about it, we just, you know, she was right. She goes, certain symbolisms you probably shouldn't have in your artwork that are negative, but try to show that some are, you get an idea what it's talking about. I may go back and fix this part here just to give you an idea of what he was trying to say here, and I may go back and fix that there also. But other than that, I wanted you to see the top part here, which is most important. Let go of the past or you will be left behind. A lot of people always want to live in the past because they think the past was the greatest. You know, you might have someone who peaked in high school and they want to stay with being in the past, or being, come on now, thank you, or being in, you know, they want to live those glory days. And a lot of that is happening today, where we have people who want to live those glory days, who want to say, hey, the past was great, the past was excellent, let's go back to the past, let's go back to this. But then you have to realize the people who didn't live back there may not want to live there because of some of the horrors that they've heard. So for them, it's more of a, no, we don't want to live in the past. We want to take steps going forward. Hence, we have this part. Stop living in the past. Your future is calling. When I heard that quote, I was like, whoa, that's a very powerful quote. I was not expecting to hear that type of quote. Of course, I wrote down who actually said that quote, and I can't find it. It was a pastor. Once I find out who it was again, I'll put it up. But I was very interested in that quote where I wanted to put it into this illustration. So in this case, yeah, and I also had him having a slight smirk from this fight. So in this case here, right? Why do you keep going back? Hold on. It's like I've been having issues with this thing. You ever have issues with your stuff that you're like, oh, I can't be bothered sometimes? So yeah, it's like been having a little bit issues. I don't know if I should reinstall the driver for this XP pen or not. But I enjoyed really doing this art piece. It took a while because I kept sketching this out just to see how it just to get it right. For those of you who are joining me on TikTok, thank you for joining. Like I said, my name is Aaron. I'm from Simon & Simon Art. Me and my wife, we started an art business about a year ago. She's a painter. I do more of digital artwork, digital illustration. And this is our first time on TikTok. So I know we are taking it small, taking it easy. We're going little by little, but I'd like to thank you for joining us and everything else. And if you have any questions, just ask, especially for those people at home. Just ask. We are selling this piece on our Etsy store. The link for our Etsy store is the same as our handle, Simon & Simon Art. So if you just go to Etsy, just look at our name on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're at. Just type it in on Etsy and it'll go right there. We are actually having a sale on this in our Etsy store, which is 35% off. And it's like I said, this is on semi-gloss paper. It's 42 by 30. So, which is a nice, and it was a nice, good quality paper. I got it pretty quick. We also selling this separately on our art store, which is also Simon & Simon Art. Type it just the way you see it on our handle or our profile, and it'll direct you to our art page where we are actually having a 35% off there also, but that's on your entire order. When you use the coupon code Black History Month 2025. Like I said, everything's in the description there. When you go to the website, it'll let you know and everything else. We're selling on our art store, which is separate from our Etsy store. We're actually selling these two pieces separately. Come on. Move. Yeah. Like I said, having a little bit of issue here. But we're actually selling these two pieces separately. So let's say you don't want to buy the whole, we are selling the whole thing together, but I broke it up in half where you can buy either the right side or the left side. So maybe you may want to have just the right side. That's on our art store. Or maybe you're someone who wants the left side. That's also on our art store. And we provide different mediums more on our art store than we have on our Etsy store. So if you want, you can go there and check that out. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into this. But it was a reveal. So we wanted to just get this out here and I wanted to get out here and show it to you. Like I said, this is the first art piece for 2025 that I'm doing, which is called the Grayscale Period with a Touch of Color. And it came, like I said, it came out pretty good. Earlier on, I showed it. I like, me and my wife, when we looked at it, we were amazed by it. She was amazed how it came out. And yeah, so that is the corner ring. Like I said, if you go to simonsimonart.com, that's our art store. We have this as one thing, or you can buy it separate with more media. On our Etsy store, we just sell it as one whole media on a semi-gloss paper. But enough of that. This is Draw With Me, so let's get to that part. Let me just get some music on, because I think that'll be good. We can have some little bit of house music playing. You know. And just wanna fix a couple of stuff here. Yeah. So let's just hang out for a bit. So now let me talk about the next piece I'm working on. Let me just close this. Photoshop. Goodbye. You've been great, but you've been driving me nuts. Or maybe because I have so many things open. So my process is, normally what I'll do is I'll sketch out. Oh, do I have my notes in my other bag? Normally, my sketchbook is upstairs. So normally what I would do is I would sketch something in the book a lot of different times, and then I will go into Clip Studio and start from looking at my sketchbook. I would then sketch it in Clip Studio and then do all my color work in Photoshop. A lot of people are probably saying, why do I do that? Well, the reason why I do that is because it's easier for me to do color. I am a surface designer, and I do tend to do all my creative work in Photoshop or Illustrator, and then I'll do the color design work in Illustrator, or I'll do the color work in Photoshop, depending on what it is that I'm doing. But most times I'm doing a lot of the color work in Photoshop. So let me just fix this so we can see that, and I'm not gonna hit it. All right, so let's get started. So right now, we have a scene here that is showing and of course clips, the things not working. Like I said, technical difficulties. Hold on. Of course, I'm having issues now. My pen doesn't want to work. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to fix up a couple of things and come right back. So just bear in mind with me real quick. I just have to restart this computer, and then I'll be right back.